all your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Hey there, your yard took a real beating this summer. Luckily, Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard has your back. Just feed your grass with Scott's again this fall when the air is cool and the soil is warm. It's the perfect time to give your lawn a boost. If you do, Winter Guard will give your yard the nourishment it needs to help weak, thin grass recover and support root growth, giving you a greener, more resilient lawn both now and next spring. Guaranteed. Grab a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard today. You'll be back to barbecuing in no time. This is a Scott's Yard.
Hey parents, we all try to be extra careful with our children in the car, but then we get an important call or text. Remember, our children are watching. Make every drive a good example. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
Back here on the Bossman Show here with Coach Andy Toole, coach of the Robert Morris Colonials out of the NEC. Coach, what's up, man?
Not much, boss man. Good to hear your voice. Good to be back on the show.
Yes, indeed, Coach. You're in the middle of year 10 leading the Colonials, man. What do you think has been a great accomplishment since you got took over this program?
You know, I think we've accomplished a lot. You know, we've had a lot of success over the 10 years. I've been in the program totally for 13 years. I've won 3 NCAA tournaments, 3 NITs, won 5 of those season championships. You know, we've done a lot on the court as well as off the court. We've graduated 32 out of the 34 seniors that have been here during that time. So I feel like we've accomplished a lot of things in the classroom and on the court.
And Coach, longevity in this business is very, it's very rare to say. And so much turnover every spring. So I feel like you have a good idea, a good president that supports you, to allow you to be somewhere 10 years in today's climate.
Yeah, I've been very fortunate to be able to, be at the same school for as long as I've had. We just opened a new arena on campus, 4,000-seat arena, $51 million we raised for it. And you don't do those kind of things without great support from your administration. And so, to be somewhere for a decade, to be able to help kind of move the program forward, open a brand new facility, all those things are in partner with your AD, with your president, with your board of trustees, with your boosters. I mean, everybody has stepped up and allowed us to kind of, grow our program and make the improvements and invest in our program so that our student athletes can have a great experience.
Now, Coach, you had 18 wins last year, Coach. So what did you guys prioritize in the offseason, that fall, and that spring, and that summer piece of it to get the guys ready for this season? You guys are playing very well so far. It's currently tied for first right now with Merrimack.
We really prioritize our guys, getting as strong, get their bodies as ready as they possibly could. We have a great strength conditioning coach who is on our guys 3-4 days a week. He's really helped them not only with lifting and their agility and all the athletic, things you need to be able to do to be a successful Division I player. He's also done a great job with nutrition, talking to them about sleep, all the things to try and maintain and create good habits so your body can stay strong throughout the season. And that was something we really focused on. We were able to add, a couple good players to our program and to our roster. AJ Brahma, Jalen Hawkins, two guys that come off the bench for us that have really contributed in a major way. So I think we've done a couple of things, to help our team improve on the court. And we really worked on our connectivity as a team off the court. Doing as much stuff as we can, team bonding, team building, getting guys to trust each other and understand that the more connected we are off the court, the better we're going to play on it.
And, Coach, going a little bit deeper there, think about this, like the sleep piece of it, the nutrition piece of it, and, of course, the lifting you guys do to keep your guys from getting injured. So talk about that, how important strength conditioning is very key with the strength conditioning coach and the players committing to that system and not cheating themselves and being healthy to play hard for you mid-February and into March here during the dog days of February.
Well, I think sometimes the teams that are the healthiest, at this time of year sometimes can play the best. So, making sure that you're building your body for the length of the season. And now, with summer workouts, with preseason workouts, this is a long stretch that we've been going at it. Our guys got back on campus in August, and we started workouts right away. And, now it's already February. So these guys have been going at it for a long time. And I think unless you're doing all the required steps in terms of taking care of your body, eating properly, sleeping properly, you can't go out and compete the way you want to compete day in and day out. And I think sometimes when guys get into our program, maybe at the high school level or junior college level, you might be able to get away with some of those things because you're just a better player or a better athlete or whatever. But Division I basketball, everybody has talent, everyone has athletic ability, and if you're not having the proper habits on a daily basis, your body's going to break down, your mind's going to break down. And so it's something that we really put a lot of effort into, talk to our guys a lot about. Our strength coach, he's always asking guys how much they slept night in and night out. He provides training table for those guys, making sure they're getting nutritious meals so that they're fueling their bodies in the right way. He says to them all the time, you're not going to get very far on a quarter tank of gas. And so, he's got them to understand and believe in, all the things that they're putting into their body and the way that they're taking care of their body is going to pay dividends for them on the court.
Yes, indeed. And, Coach, I also got to mention about you being there 10 years. I know when Robert Morris calls now, people know this is a brand name. We know you've been doing a good job there. So on the recruiting trail, when you make the phone call, the guys kind of know about your program, know what you guys are about, and are excited to get that phone call to play for you and your program.
Yeah, they've certainly, they certainly know our program, more than they did in the past. We still got to educate them on certain things, but, guys are familiar with it. Parents are familiar with it. They've seen us, in the NCAA tournament, in the NIT, on ESPN, on CBS Sports Network, on national television. So they have a little more notoriety in terms of brand recognition. But we're still trying to grow that. We're still trying to push that forward and still trying to identify the right people that are going to come in and be willing to work and do the things that we're going to ask them to do and that the game requires you to do each and every day.
Got that right, Coach. And I know, like I said, Coach, I know the non-conference slate wasn't what you wanted to be like getting 4 wins, but considering all things, having to play guaranteed games, having to play on the road a lot, 4 wins not what you wanted, but the fact that your guys got through that dueling gruel you guys had there, and now you guys are 10-2 in conference play now, heading to play Mount St. Mary's tomorrow.
Yeah, we have some experienced guys, and they've been through it before, and it's never easy. And, we only have 3 non-conference home games, like you said. And, so you're on the road a lot. You're playing some of the big boys. But we want to give our guys an opportunity to compete against the best. Go to Marquette, go to UNLV, go to Notre Dame, play against Pitt. Those are the kind of games that guys want to be a part of. And so we give our guys opportunities. And, we learned a lot about our team during that time. We learned a lot about how important the details are. We learned a lot about how, playing all 40 minutes are. There were stretches in those games where we played well and competed, but we just didn't do it long enough. And so there were a lot of things we learned. We put our guys into a lot of adverse situations, and to their credit, they rose to the challenges, and, they stayed together. They continued to work, and I think that's helped us get on the roll that we've been on in conference play.
Yeah, I feel like, Coach, once you go through that gauntlet, I mean, the young men faced some adversity, and they got through it and kept their heads up. Now you're playing guys on our level now. Like, we've already played the big boys. We've got that big boost to play these big guys. So now, okay, we've said the different styles, the different ways to play. We can go in our conference and play any style they want to throw at us. We've seen it already. Most likely, we can deal with it and win those games. We play the right way each night.
And, we've certainly been able to adapt during our conference play. There have been, some games that have been high scoring, some games that have been low scoring, some games at a fast tempo, some games at a slow tempo, and our guys have really adjusted to each and every one of those situations. And most importantly, they stayed together, continued to follow our formula, and made the right plays when we needed them to make.
Yes, indeed. Now, Coach, also what's been good about your team is you're 7-2 at defending your home court. I know you don't give me home games as you wanted, non-conference-wise, but in conference play, 7-2 at home so far. It makes you feel good that you guys are defending the home court there.
Yeah, like I said, we just opened a brand new arena, so we've gotten some good crowds, good energy in the building when we've been able to be home. And in the Northeast Conference, that the conference tournament is played at home sites, and so we wanted to finish out this regular season strong, and then as we get into conference play, hopefully be able to host a couple of these conference tournament games and use that home crowd and home court advantage to our benefit.
And, Coach, also another important point about seeding as well. I know, like I said, you guys are tied up there with Mary and Mac now, especially when you have an on-campus non-conference tournament set up, that those home games are so very, very crucial and key. So do you emphasize that with your young men and say, hey, we want to get seeded, or you're just kind of taking it a game at a time, not really talking about the seeding and the kind of let that artist handle itself?
Well, you're right. Like, we talk about it a game at a time, but we know that if we stack some games together, we're going to put ourselves in a good spot. And we try to make sure that guys keep their focus on the things that are important. The possessions defensively, the execution offensively, doing all those little things, and then all of a sudden, day after day after day, if you do them right, you put yourself in a spot where you might be able to host some games. And so that's kind of where we're at right now. We kind of started to talk to our guys a little bit about we're in the last third of our conference play, our final 6 conference games, and we've worked hard to put ourselves in this position, and we got to keep doing what we've done to make us successful. And if we can continue to do it here over these next 6 games, we'll really like where we finish the regular season at. Still a lot of basketball to be played and a lot of good teams to compete against, but we've worked hard to get where we are, and we want to keep it going.
And what are you seeing on film for Mount St. Mary's? I know you got those guys coming here tomorrow. What are you seeing those guys on film as you're all prepared for them?
Yeah, we watch a lot of film. Gun over Scout. They're a really hard playing team. They're a bunch of sophomores. Last year they were, one of the youngest teams in the country. And towards the end of the year, they really came on strong. Dan Engelstad, who's their coach, does a great job. And Votto Morse was the rookie of the year in our league last year. He's a sophomore for them. He's their second leading scorer right now. And they got a really good backcourt of Votto Morse and Damian Chung-Kui, and those guys are hard to handle. And they've been defending people. Malik Jefferson and is their interior guy who really defends the paint, defends the rim, rebounds the basketball. And, we've always had battles with Mount St. Mary's over my time at Robert Morris. And, tomorrow will be no different. A really hard-fought, intense game where you're going to have to work for every single bucket you get and every point you make.
Well, Coach, best luck to you tomorrow, Coach. Toole, I know you're on the bus right now, but thank you for taking time to do it today. Talk to you real soon. Or see the Final Four in Atlanta coming up here in April.
That'd be great, Bossman. I'd appreciate that.
Anytime, Coach. Have a good one. Talk to you real soon, buddy.
I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today. True Speech and 313 Fresh. Family Grind ENT. Believe in it. Get it.
A gorgeous tan from Suntan City gives you an inner glow that relights the fire when you run into your first crush.
Vicky, who was that?
An old boyfriend.
Lucky you just tanned at Suntan City.
Lucky he's single. We're doing lunch tomorrow.
Won't be single for long then.
During Tour of the City, try all 5 tans, including spray tan, for just $4.99. Restrictions may apply. Click to buy now.
When you're a teen, you finally get to make some of your own decisions. Who are you going to hang out with? What do you want to be? Are you going to glance at that text while driving? Remember, a split second is all it takes for something tragic to happen. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
It's maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer.
Tell me what you gonna do to me. Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me.
Alexa, play Kendrick Lamar and SZA.
Okay. Maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer.
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
Yeah, it's your man JC, the host with the most, baby, and it goes down each and every Saturday night right here in the city of Memphis. That's right, y'all. It goes down at Clicks Sports Bar Memphis, baby. 3705 Malco Way, Memphis, Tennessee, 38125. Come out and join us, the Three Kings, each and every Saturday night for the livest karaoke in the city. Everybody gets in free till 10 p.m. Only $5 after. Great food. We got drink specials. We got all kind of games, man. We got the pool tables popping. Whatever you want, we got you, man. Come on out. Have a good time with us each and every Saturday night. That's Clicks Sports Bar, Memphis.